Alright you guys, so welcome back to my channel. I want to go ahead and do my yearly favorites because 2020 is almost over, and honestly I don't think anybody is sad, okay? Like, this year wasn't all the way bad, but it did try me and my whole entire life. So with that being said, I'm ready for 2021, but I do want to go ahead and share with you guys some of my favorite products from this year. So with that being said, make sure you go ahead and like, subscribe, and let's jump right to a video. So how I'm gonna do this is I'm gonna break them into categories because we do have a lot of products, and these are products that were either life-changing for me or I use in every single video because I did love it that much. So let's start off with primer, of course. My primer hasn't changed, and my favorite one is the Kane & Austin Prime and Protect Mattifying Primer. To me, this is the best primer out there if you do have oily skin because of the texture. It doesn't have like a silicone feel to it or anything like that. It actually feels like, I don't even know how to describe this texture, but it's very moussey, and it just, I don't know, it blends right into your skin, but it doesn't give you that like greasy feeling that a lot of silicone primers out there do. I just love this formula, and it really does control my oils, and I always look matte and just flawless throughout the day. So this one has still been my favorite for years. I haven't changed it at all. So we're just gonna move on to foundation. Now for foundation, you guys, y'all know, if you don't know at this point, my favorite foundation this whole entire year was a Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation, and I do have this in the shade 5N. This foundation just changed my whole entire life because it is not too heavy on the skin. It is not full coverage, but it's not super light as well. You can basically build it to what you want, and this is what it looks like. I keep forgetting to show you guys, but this foundation just looks so flawless on the skin, and it actually looks like your skin as well. And the shade 5N is so perfect, you guys. Like, literally when I went to Sephora and I swatched it on my skin, I was like, yep, that is the shade that I've been looking for my entire life. So now every foundation I get, if it doesn't match this shade, I just don't even buy it anymore because this one fits me to the T. So y'all know at this point that I love this foundation. Now, another one that surprised me because I wasn't planning on picking this one up is a NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation, and I have it in the shade Marquises. Y'all, this foundation really surprised me because, number one, when it comes to NARS, I do love their Radiant Longwear Foundation, but I got that one in the shade Marquises as well, but that one was way too orange and red on my skin, and I'm looking at it right now. It's way too orange and red on my skin, but then also I do have oily skin, so the Radiant, sometimes I got a little bit too dewy with that foundation, but with the Soft Matte, it was the perfect formula for oily skin. Seriously, you guys, like, I don't even get oily with this foundation at all. And then also the best part is if you do wear a mask, which you should be, the mask doesn't mess up the foundation because of the formula. It's just bulletproof, sweat proof, anything proof. It just doesn't move at all, and I just love this foundation so much, you guys. And this shade in Marquises in the Soft Matte Foundation is my perfect match. So these two right here, you guys, honestly, I live by these two. I don't use anything really anymore. And I know in every video I tell you guys, if you don't get this product, you're missing out. But I'm telling you, with these two, they have completely changed my life. And every single person out there who has tried it as well told me they love it. So that definitely means something. Now, moving on to concealer. If you guys don't know at this point what concealer I use all year, then you definitely don't watch my videos. But this concealer from McGrath, their Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Concealer, I have it in the shade MD22, is the best concealer I have ever tried, you guys. The formula is a gel-like formula, but what I really like about it is once you go ahead and apply it on your skin and blend it out, it sets really nicely and it never looks cakey on the skin. And it's really funny because when it comes to this concealer, you guys, it does feel thick when you apply it on the skin, but at the same time, when you go ahead and blend it out, it doesn't feel heavy. And I know it sounds crazy, but you just have to go ahead and try it out for yourself and see what I'm talking about. But this concealer, I just don't think there's any concealer out there that will top this. If you know of any, let me know down below, but this one is my absolute favorite. Okay, so let's get into the under eyes. And you guys know when it comes to my channel, of course, at this point, y'all, I'm pretty sure y'all know, but I love the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder, and I have it in the shade Kunafa. This is the best baking powder out there. It's just great for oily skin. It always looks flawless. It always sets my concealer really nicely. I can keep going on and on, but this powder has been in my videos for like 3 years now at this point. So you guys get it. I love this powder a lot. But another powder this year that really really surprised me and I wasn't expecting is the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder, and I have it in the shade Translucent Honey. This powder, you guys already know of the original translucent powder. That one is bomb by itself, but the fact that she came out with a yellow setting powder, it just changed the game for me. Now, I will say with this, it's not the best when it comes to oily skin because I still get a little bit oily with this powder, but at the same time, if you just want to go ahead and set your under eyes really quickly or set your entire face as well, this powder is light enough to do so, and it's actually translucent, you guys, because a lot of powders out there claim to be translucent, but then when you put it on your face, it has a white cast. But this one is just the best. Alrighty, so sticking with powders, of course, you guys know when it comes to setting my face, my favorite powder out there is the Make It Forever Matte Velvet Skin Powder, and I have it in the shade Y505. I mean, at this point, you guys already know, it just, I don't know, it's the best powder out there because it is a powder foundation, so it does have some coverage to it, but at the same time, it never looks cakey on the skin. And I will say with this powder, you guys, I honestly cannot live without this powder because what I do is I go ahead and apply my foundation, but then in certain areas that still need a little bit more coverage or just needs to look a little bit, you know, smoother, I go ahead and apply this powder all over in that area, and it just always looks really, really good. So this one is my favorite. I think I bought about 3 of these at this point, but it's just something you really do need in your collection. Now, when it comes to a translucent powder for the face, I really do love the Urban Decay All Nighter Translucent Waterproof Setting Powder. This one is so good, you guys, because I use it as a touch-up powder throughout the day because y'all know I am oily, but also the fact that it's an actual translucent powder is really good because when you look at this, it does look a little bit scary, but then when I tilt it down, y'all can see it kind of has like a beige color to it, so it has a little bit of a tint. But once I apply it on my skin, y'all can see that it just melts right into the skin. Like, y'all can't even tell me where I just applied that powder because it's that good. So I'm telling y'all right now, if you do have oily skin, dry skin, I don't think it matters. These two are a must in your collection. Now, when it comes to bronzer, this bronzer honestly changed the game for me this entire year, and it's a Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush bronzer, and I have this in the shade number 3 Tan. Number one, you guys, look at the packaging. Like, the packaging looks so good, but the actual formula itself, you guys, just really impressed me because when it comes to a lot of bronzers out there, I feel like you really have to work to get any product onto your brush and then apply it on your face, but this one is so buttery and smooth, but at the same time, it does give you a natural tan on your skin. And I know it's kind of hard to understand, but what I mean by that is a lot of bronzers out there are either super red or super pink on the skin. This one has like a very neutral tone to it. At least this shade that I picked up, as y'all can see. But the best part is you can take your time and really build this color up. It doesn't give you a bunch of color right away. You have to take your time and really, you know, build it onto the skin, and then it looks absolutely flawless, you guys. I love this bronzer. I have it on my skin today, and y'all can see it gives me a nice bronze as well. I still love my Fenty bronzer, you guys. I'm not gonna lie, I love my Fenty bronzer, but this one just, it came out of nowhere. So let's get into one of my favorite categories, you guys, and it's blush. I feel like when it comes to this year specifically, blush was a huge topic, especially cream and liquid blushes, which is my favorite at this point. So I'm just gonna go into, you know, a random order, but the first one I do want to mention is the Fenty Beauty cream blushes, and I have this shade in Summertime Wine. I do have a couple more, but I just want to show you guys the formula and all of that. But this, you guys, is the best cream blush I've tried out there, because when I first heard this was coming out, I was a little bit nervous because when it comes to cream products, I just always think, you know, if I apply this on top of my foundation, it's going to remove my foundation, right? But with this, it didn't do that at all, you guys. It just melted into the skin, literally like butter. It's so pigmented, but natural at the same time. And then also, you don't need highlighter with this because it does give you a natural glow. I am telling you guys, I love these cream blushes. I'm going to go ahead and buy all the collection, but I'm just gonna, you know, wait a little bit. But moving on to the next one I do want to mention is the e.l.f. Putty Blush, and I do believe they came out with this because of the Fenty cream blushes, but nonetheless, you guys, I love this formula. Let me show you guys what it looks like. And this one is in the shade Bali. But I did go ahead and pick up 6 of their shades. And these are just as nice as the Fenty ones, you guys. Like, they're so pigmented. They're so creamy. They don't mess my foundation up. And they last all day. And the best part is they're only $6. Crazy, you guys, crazy. And moving on to lash blush, I do want to mention this one is from Rare Beauty, and they came out with their liquid blush, you guys. Their soft pinch blush, I believe is what it's called. And I have this one in the shade Love. This formula really surprised me, you know, like honestly the whole entire brand I love, but their blushes are so good because number one, they have a lot of colors to pick from, but also the formula itself, you can go ahead and apply it on your face. And I do have the shade on currently, but then also you guys, it lasts all day and it doesn't move at all. So it's best if you're wearing a mask, especially because it won't mess your blush up. But y'all, this formula I absolutely love. I love these 3. I literally wear them every single day or every other day at this point, but these are just the best. Okay, so moving on to the next category, I do have highlighter, and you guys know on my channel I have a bunch of favorites when it comes to highlighters, especially loose highlighters, but this one is a little bit different and it completely surprised me, and it's the RMS Beauty Live Luminizer, their Glow Quad Mini. I got the mini version because I didn't know what shade to pick, but I will say, you guys, I am in love with the shade called, I believe it's called Bronzite. Let me see. So actually it's not called Bronzite, but it's called Beriti Bronzer. And it's the darkest brown shade in this quad. But it is a balm type highlighter. And I'm telling you guys, this looks so beautiful on the skin. And I will swatch a couple of them as well so y'all can get a good idea of what they look like. And I always mention this in every video, but these look a lot better, you know, on the skin than actually swatched, so keep that in mind. But these are the 4 shades right here, as y'all can see. They're so beautiful and they look so wet on the skin. And also I do want to mention that they do come in singles as well, but if you don't know which one you want to pick up, go ahead and pick up the mini version. All right, so let's talk about setting sprays. I do have 2 setting sprays that completely changed the game for me this year, and one of them is the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Setting Mist. This, you guys, is so nice because especially if you do have dry skin or even oily skin, and let's say you went ahead and applied too much powder on the skin, this will go ahead and set everything on the skin really nicely and make it look like skin. That's basically what it does. But I just love the color, number one, because of that blue color, and it does have that green on top, but that's just because you have to go ahead and shake the formula. But this is so nice for setting my face, giving me that glowy, dewy look without looking greasy throughout the day. So absolutely love this one. And the last one I do have for you guys is something that completely changed the game for me, and it's a Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray, the Party All Night Stay All Day Setting Spray. This thing, you guys, is better than the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. I am telling you right now, believe me, trust me. When I first heard about this, I was like, let me try it out. You know, it's just a setting spray. It can't be that good. But I'm telling y'all right now, once I went ahead and sprayed this on my face, it locked in my makeup. It didn't break down throughout the day. It didn't wear off or anything like that. It just stayed put and looked flawless all day. And also one of the main reasons why I do love the setting spray is because when you go ahead and wear your foundation and spray this all over, it does lock your makeup. But then also the best part is if you do put a mask on top of it, you guys, and wear it throughout the day, it doesn't mess your foundation up because this formula just locks in everything and makes it bulletproof. So I can keep going on and on about this, you guys, but it's just one of the best products that came out this year, and I don't know if a lot of people know about this. So if you don't, go ahead, pick it up, try it out. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. Trust me. Okay, so let's talk about eyeshadow. I do have 2, and they're both from Natasha Denona, but this was the year of trying out her palettes because I've heard about them for a long time and I always thought they were super expensive. But I will say, you guys, it does live up to the hype because it is super pigmented and it blends really well on the eyes. So let me go ahead and show you guys the 2 palettes that I do have. So the first one is their neutral. They're all neutral Biba palette. And this is what it looks like, you guys. And I'm telling you, with this palette, honestly, you don't need anything else because it has every single brown shade, black, silver, orangey shades, even a yellow in here. It has every shade you need when it comes to the eyes, and I love this palette. And then the other one I do have is a Natasha Denona Sunset palette. Of course, this is such an OG palette, but nonetheless, you guys, y'all can tell I love my browns, my yellows, my golds, and all of that, and this palette has every single shade as well. So I'm telling you guys, when I do travel, all I need is these two palettes and I'm good to go. Like, I don't need anything else. But they're super buttery, they blend well on the eyes, and they're pigmented as well. Bomb. All right, so moving on to the lips, you guys. Morphe this year just completely changed the game for me, okay? When it came to my lip liners, I love the Chestnut lip liner from MAC, but somebody told me to go ahead and try out the Morphe lip liners, and this has changed the whole entire game for me. All right, so I got the shade Trendsetter, and these are only $3 or $4, I believe. They're super cheap and affordable, and this is so close to the MAC Chestnut shade. And then I'm swatching it for you guys so y'all can see what this shade looks like, but it's just like the MAC Chestnut lip liner. Seriously, you guys, it looks the exact same, all right, but for a lot cheaper. This is just so creamy. It lasts all day. I have it on the lips right now. It's just my favorite lip liner out there currently, and it's so affordable. Now, another product from Morphe I do want to mention is the Morphe lip glosses, and this one is in the shade Backstage, and I absolutely love this shade, you guys. Like, when I first saw it, I was like, why is nobody talking about this shade? Because it's so chocolatey and it's so smooth, you guys, and it's super pigmented. Let me show you guys what it looks like. But I have been wearing this shade all year, and I don't have it on my lips, but at the same time, you guys, I've been wearing it in a lot of my videos, pictures, and all of that, as y'all can see. So freaking good. Now, these two kind of came in last minute, but regardless, you guys, I love the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb, and they came out with their cream version of their Gloss Bomb, and I have these two shades right here. I have Honey Waffles and Fenty Glow, which are my absolute favorite. Now, I did go ahead and do a video on these, so you can go ahead and check it out, but I will swatch these for you guys as well. So this is what the two look like side by side. This is Fenty Glow, and this is Honey Waffles. This shade, y'all, this shade is the perfect nude. Let me give you guys a good swatch of it. But it's the perfect nude orangey brownie gloss. I love this shade, as y'all can see. So beautiful. And then the last one I do have is the Fenty Glow Gloss Bomb as well. And it's a very pretty pinky brownie shade as well. So y'all can see those right there. And this color palette is just giving me life. Like the nude, the dark brown, the pinky shade, like really good. So I have a couple more makeup products before I move on to skincare. And these are more so like the miscellaneous items. But one of them I do want to mention, of course, is my lashes that came out this year. If you guys don't know, I did launch my beauty brand, but I did start off with lashes. And of course, I have to mention them, okay? Because nobody's gonna rep my brand like me, of course. But these are my mink lashes, and I have the packaging for you guys so y'all can see what it looks like. And it is a gray packaging. And then when you turn around, of course, you have that, the specifics, and then you go ahead and slide this out as well. But these mink lashes are, you know, my favorite, of course, because number one, the quality, you guys. I've been wearing the same pair since March, and they haven't shed or anything like that. They still look really good. And then also the price as well, because I want to give you guys affordable, you know, products, but great quality at the same time. That is the vision behind my brand. So naturally, I had to go ahead and mention my lashes. And then also I do have my tools as well that I've been loving this year, because they do make, you know, me applying my lashes a little bit easier. So I came out with some scissors, of course, to cut your lashes, and then also the lash applicator as well, which makes it super easy to apply your lashes. And then last but not least, one of my favorite products I came out with is the lash blender. This helps to blend your falsies and your real lashes together, because a lot of people out there go ahead and apply their lashes, but then there's a space between as well, so you can kind of tell that it's fake. But with this, it just blends everything together, and it's a really nice tool. So of course, I had to go ahead and mention those products. Now, moving on to the last two products, one of them I do want to mention is the Morphe Micro Brow Pencil, and my best friend put me on this, but I'm telling you guys, it is the best brow pencil out there. Just go ahead and pick it up and trust me. But this is only about $5, I believe. Super affordable. But the best part is it's not a waxy brow pencil. I feel like when it comes to a lot of drugstore, brow pencils out there, they're either super waxy, they're not pigmented, or they don't last all day. But with this, it's just as good as the benefits goof proof brow pencil, and also their skinny one as well. It is just as good, but it's a lot cheaper and more affordable, you guys. Just trust me, pick it up, you're gonna love it. But this is all I use currently. And then last but not least, I have the P. Louise base for the eyelids, because when it comes to the eyes, I feel like there's not a lot of good eye primers out there. And with this one, once you go ahead and put it on your eyes and set it, it makes your eyeshadows super pigmented, and they still blend really well on top of this product as well. So I had to go ahead and mention this one. Okay, so last but not least is skincare. And I feel like when it came to this year, I found a couple hidden gems that I absolutely love and recommend all the time. And the first one I do have is a Peter Thomas Roth Firm Act Peel-In Gel, and this is such a good product, you guys, because it is a peel-in gel, so it's really gentle on the skin. But what I love about it is it's super easy to work with. All you have to do is apply this on your skin, massage it, and it just gets rid of all the dead skin as well. Especially with the winter time right now, you guys, I'm telling you, my skin is so dry on my nose, my forehead, and also my chin as well. So I have been using this a lot lately. And let me show you guys what it looks like, just in case you are interested. So it is just like a gel-like formula, and all you have to do is just massage it and you're good to go. All right, so last but not least, I have a product that completely changed the game for me, you guys. I feel like when it comes to all these products I mentioned, this one is my absolute favorite from this year, and it's the Hyper Clear Brightening Clear and Vitamin C Serum. You guys, when it comes to hyperpigmentation and dark marks on my skin, I always suffered with finding products that actually get rid of, the spots or the marks or anything like that. And the reason why this product works so well is because this is formulated for those who do have darker skin. A lot of products out there, are not really formulated for us, because when it comes to our skin, we do get dark marks and hyperpigmentation a little bit faster than a lot of people out there. So we need a product that targets that as well. So when I heard that, I was like, you know what? This has to work. Like, it has to work. And I'm telling you guys, my skin now, I don't even have any dark marks, really, just a couple on my chin, but it's almost gone. But this is such a good serum, you guys. I have bought about 5 to 6 of these, and they're just really, really good. And a lot of people out there, rave about this and just talk about it, because it's really that bomb, you guys. Like, it really changed my skin for the better, and I will always use this regardless. So yeah, go ahead and try it and pick it up. I do know right now they're having a 15% off sale, and they do have free shipping as well. So make sure you jump right into it. But with that being said, you guys, those were all the products I want to go ahead and mention. These were all the products I have been loving all year, and I do hope you enjoyed this video. And like always, let me know down below some products you love as well. But you guys, this is my last video for 2020. This is so crazy. I just wish you guys the best. I wish peace, love, happiness, success moving into the new year for you guys. And I cannot wait to see what happens next year as well. I know it's going to be insane and crazy, but I hope it is in a good way, of course. So yeah, I love you guys so much. Make sure you go ahead and like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the new year.